Welcome to Success Talks with Rodney Salisbury. I hope you will support my sponsors who bring you this podcast absolutely free and with limited interruptions. I really appreciate you taking the time to listen. I'll get started in just a second.
The reviews are in. The book from voiceover superstar and coach Rodney Salisbury is another runaway hit. Readers from all over the world are raving about tongue twisters and vocal warm-ups. You can find this and his other titles at the top of the voiceover bestsellers list on Amazon.
David Steward is known as the second richest black man in America. And we're going to talk about how he earned his $4 billion fortune. Are you looking for expert advice on advancing your voiceover career? Are you just getting started in the business? Join the Consultants Club and receive monthly coaching on how to read scripts, interpret copy, and get work in the fastest growing business in the world. When you join the Consultants Club, go to rodneysalisbury.com and sign up. David has flown under the radar for a long time until now. It has come to our attention here at Success Talks that this African-American entrepreneur is the second richest black man in the U.S. with an incredible net worth of $4 billion. Now that puts him just behind another guy we featured, the richest black man in America, Robert F. Smith. You remember we talked about Robert F. Smith in another episode of Success Talks. Robert F. Smith, the founder, chairman, and CEO of Vista Equity Partners, LLC, he has more than $30 billion in assets, and Smith has a $4.5 billion net worth. But who is David Steward, and how did he make his $4 billion?
Hello everyone, this is Sean Daly for dailyvo.com. I want to tell you about one resource I highly recommend for vocal warm-ups because it takes out all of the guesswork and it was purpose-built with voiceover in mind. It's called Rodney Salisbury's Tongue Twisters and Vocal Warm-Ups with Other Vocal Care Tips. How's that for a title? So in case you don't know, Rodney Salisbury is a top-tier talent and coach, motivational speaker, and author of several books on voice acting, including You Can Bank on Your Voice and Step Up to the Mic. The book is available in print and on Kindle, and you can find it at Amazon or Rodney's personal website, rodneysalisbury.com.
David Steward was born in Chicago in 1951. His father was a mechanic, and his mother was a housewife. He grew up in Clinton, Missouri, in the midst of poverty and discrimination. In 1967, Steward was a member of a small group of African-American students who integrated the public swimming pool, so he was always an activist. Steward got his B.S. in business in 1973 from Central Missouri State University. After college, Steward worked as a production manager at Wagner Electric in 1974 and 1975. From 1975 to 1979, he was a sales representative at Missouri Pacific Railroad Company. From there, he spent 5 years at Federal Express, during which time he was named Salesman of the Year in 1981.
And we'll be back after this message.
You Can Bank on Your Voice, second edition. Get your copy at Amazon.com. Get the audiobook on Audible.com. You Can Bank on Your Voice, second edition. Get your copy today. Steward had a long desire to own his own business, but it was being named Salesperson of the Year that was the turning point for him. FedEx presented him with an ice bucket with his initials engraved inside. He looked inside the bucket and he realized it was empty. He recalls, "This was a defining moment. I asked myself, is this what I want out of life?" At that time, Steward and his family were living paycheck to paycheck. He left FedEx in 1984, and in 1990, Steward founded Worldwide Technology, a technology service provider on a shoestring budget with only 7 employees. WWT focuses on telecommunications networks and enterprise-wide conversion services. The company provides planning and deployment of IT products and solution selling.
And we'll be back after this message. Has anyone ever said to you that you have a nice voice and you should get into voiceovers? Well, this is your chance to find out how to do that online in Rodney Salisbury's voiceover online seminar for beginners only. You can find out what it takes to be a voiceover artist. And here's the beauty of this online seminar. You don't have to be there. When you register, you will automatically get a copy of the seminar. Go to my website at rodneysalisbury.com and...
By 2003, WWT had revenues topping $1 billion. By 2010, revenue was more than $3.2 billion. Today, WWT has revenues of $9 billion and is one of the largest private companies in the U.S. Based in Missouri, WWT is the top U.S. reseller of Cisco solutions and second in the world. The company has more than 40 Fortune 100 companies as customers, as well as several major federal purchasing contracts. WWT has more than 3,000 employees across 20 offices across the globe. Now that's a long way from that shoestring budget and only 7 employees when he first started WWT.
Graylin Brown, the new novel by Rodney Salisbury. It's the heartwarming story about a family in Detroit. The Motown sound was alive and well. The Philly soul sound was alive and well. And the big 3 automakers were making wonderful cars every day. Graylin Brown, the novel. Get your copy at Amazon.com or wherever books are sold.
Although he grew up poor, Steward, a devout Christian, believes he inherited considerable wealth from his parents because they taught him what was important, treating people right. And this is evident in WWT, which was named to the 100 Best Places to Work list by Fortune for 5 consecutive years. And we here at Success Talks are proud to celebrate the outstanding career of David Steward.
You can listen to any of Rodney's podcasts at any time. Go to rodneysalisbury.com.
I hope you enjoyed this podcast, and I urge you to listen to future podcasts where I will continue to try and make you better than before. My goal is to point you in a positive direction to success right here on Success Talks with me, Rodney Salisbury.